My previous video was about the sun being white or yellow. Neil deGrasse Tyson says it's white and it's our atmosphere that changes it to yellow. So I showed a picture from the Hubble Space Station, which doesn't have the atmosphere, and it still looks sort of yellow, maybe orange. And I asked for people's thoughts. However, this person and a few others sort of didn't quite catch that I was saying, hey, give me your ideas, give me your thoughts. So they're saying I'm wrong. Obviously, I didn't say one way or another. I'm just saying, hey, look, Hubble is outside of our atmosphere. So obviously, I'm not wrong if I'm just asking for people's thoughts. But this person here is wrong because they're saying that the human eye emits blah, 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 frequency equals white. However, there's people here on Earth that can film stars miles away, in the other galaxies that are white, and we can film and see our own sun with a telescope and it's still yellow. So regardless of human eye, it appears to be yellow, does it not? Most of you know that the Bible copied older texts, and some of you even know that the older texts were to do with the Anunnaki. In other words, the race name for the Anunnaki was gods. We're humans. And if you go to my Patreon page and then click on collections, I've done a free section where you can actually watch videos without having to subscribe or anything. It's only a couple of pounds anyway, but this is free. So you just go there, click on the first one under collections on the free section, and it's called The Lost Book of Our True History, which is a documentary I've done. And it proves that the Bible is talking about the Anunnaki. So enjoy that. It's on my Patreon page /Our True History.
You find out that Adapa was created to be even higher.
Why? Why, Billy? Why? Stop. Enough. Just stop now. So no, Adapa wasn't created. He was actually born from Enki and a female woman. In fact, two women had children who had Adam and Eve, which was Adapa and Titi, and they were called Dusk and Dawn, the two women. And so they weren't created to be smarter. They were smarter simply because the Anunnaki physically bred as opposed to genetically bred with humans, and therefore the first civilized, as it says in the Columbian University tablets, there's 14 of them. So when Billy says that they were created to be higher, no, they wasn't. Absolutely categorically not. I defy anyone to prove the ancient tablets wrong, unlike Billy, who just stop, Billy, stop. So I've been debating backwards and forwards, not really debating. I've been telling this person, would you like to see evidence of such things? And this person's just coming back with stupid things. And now he's saying the Earth is too big for it to be broken off from another planet. Now, Jupiter, you can actually fit 1,321 Earths inside Jupiter. So where you've wrote, bruh, use some logic, Earth's too big to be a fragment of another planet, 1,321 Earths can fit inside Jupiter. So if Jupiter smashed up, we could have 1,321 Earths. So I'm going to have to stop talking to you because you're obviously not on the same, you're not even on the same planet. Sorry to knock you, but you just, you've been at me for hours, and unfortunately everything you said is wrong. Breaking news from just 1 day ago. It says here, undeciphered script from Easter Island may predate European colonisation. In other words, before the Rapa Nui people got there. Which is important because it means that the Rapa Nui probably didn't put the Maui statues there. And of course they didn't, because Our True History has already done a documentary on that from September last year. So if you just go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/Our True History, click on the collections, and then you'll get to this video that was done in September. It's 15 minutes long. And if you know anything about my documentaries, you know they're bloody good. So this one shows with evidence that the Rapa Nui people did not put the Maui statues there. And once again, yes, it's another one of those videos where I prove that other people couldn't. So enjoy. Interesting. So this person, I could tell, kind of had an issue with me. So basically, I've done a family tree on the Anunnaki, and it is the best ever, simply because I've already gone through the ones and proved the ones that's out there already are wrong. I've done that with evidence. So anyway, this person's obviously got an issue and has said, So out of 8 billion people, you're the only one that debunked everyone. And I had to actually reply to this person saying, no, you've got it mistaken. There's only a handful of people out of 8 billion that's read the ancient texts. And from those, there's only a smaller amount that's actually made family trees. And from that, I have debunked those family trees. So unfortunately, where this person's sort of trying to make it seem like I'm not very smart, unfortunately, this person's made themselves look a little bit silly. Breaking news on Vice.com. A prehistoric tool discovered may have just rewritten human history. Okay, everybody. Basically, what they're saying here is that the humans actually didn't need to go around hunter-gathering because they actually were a lot more smarter than modern scientists agree. However, we've been saying that for ages because if you go to this is the Columbia University website, and they've got Sumerian cuneiform tablets in their museum and university, and these tablets literally predate the Bible and tell us that the humans that were created, which is the Homo sapiens, were 300,000 years ago, and they let them travel around to different places and taught them skills to obviously fend for themselves, because the last thing they want us slaves to do is die by dinosaurs or starvation. So yeah, follow me. It's a lot easier than listening to mainstream, who's so far. Breaking news from SciTech Daily. Rethinking human ancestry. New study challenges Homo naledi burial claims. Hang on, it's actually a bit more important than that. The breaking news part is, why the hell are you following these guys? Because they here literally talk about that Homo naledi possibly done these carvings when there's no evidence whatsoever that it was them. It could have been humans or Homo sapiens. And also a bit further down here, the research team concluded that the evidence presented was not compelling enough to support the deliberate burial of the dead by Homo. In other words, this whole article is baloney, and I won't lie to you. Now, Homo naledi was down here. The first Homo sapien that's ever been found was up here, but obviously we know the Anunnaki brought them down to South Africa. And some people actually believe the Abzu, South Africa, is there in Iraq. Just follow me, it's a lot easier than listening to rubbish. Did you know that Marduk the Anunnaki was Ra / AMUN RA? You can find that out in my massive family tree that's just been done. And in fact, here's 2 comments. I've written it to hide their identities, because obviously it shows on my Patreon page, it shows their real faces, etc., because one of them's got a picture. Anyway, Unreal, thank you for this. And then I've only just put the family tree up today. Another one said, absolutely brilliant, it belongs in a museum, great work. So if you want to find out all about the Norse gods, the Egyptian gods, the Indian gods, and I will be updating this as well with the Greeks and the Roman gods, it is massive, as you can tell. So far everyone loves it, and it's literally only just come out today. So feel free to visit my Patreon page. It's only a couple of pounds. You get over 100 documentaries on top of that that I've done, long documentaries, 3-hour documentaries and stuff. So see you there.